Hello everyone, it's 200hennry200 and welcome to part 2 of my top 50 Pokemon in celebration of hitting 50 subscribers. If you missed part 1, the link will be in the iCard and in the description, so go watch that and then come back here. I did go through some guidelines and stuff that I used to make my list, so you should kind of watch that one first. But I have a lot to go through this episode, so let's get started right away with number 29, Arceus. So I have a soft spot for Arceus. I don't know why or how, but I grew pretty attached to him. I mean, he got like a whole set for himself. I have almost all the Arceus cards from that set. Almost. Number 28 is Glaceon. It's pretty, adorable, and semi-decent and competitive. While not the strongest evolution, it's personally one of my favorites. Although it's shiny, does not change a single thing. It's just slightly darker. Or maybe it's slightly lighter. I don't remember. But it literally doesn't look any different. Number 27 is Flygon. I'm pretty sure I saw Flygon in the anime. I just thought it was really cool. And now that I've been into Pokemon for most of my life, I still can't get over how cool it is. Also, he deserves a Mega Evolution, goddammit. And are they even bringing Mega Evolution back with all this Gigantamaxing and Dynamaxing shit that I don't care about? I'd rather just have Mega Evolution. Like, sorry, Game Freak. Number 26 is Corphish. Corphish is cute and evolves into a powerful, intimidating Pokemon. I don't like a lot of water types, but it made it halfway up my list. I also used to pronounce Corphish as Corpsefish, and I think it's funny. Number 25 is Dragapult. This Pokemon was a beast on the Champions team in Pokemon Sword. I don't know if his team is the same on both games, because I've only played Sword, but it was one of his most powerful Pokemon other than his Charizard. I had a really hard time beating it, and it took a few tries just to get past that Pokemon, and I still couldn't beat his Charizard because my team was so beat up by then. It was a hard fight. It took a lot of luck to finally win the battle. Number 24 is Palossand. Again, another Pokemon from my top 10 shiny form list, but the shiny is beautiful with an awesome origin. And Palossand itself is a unique, though very strange Pokemon. It's a haunted sandcastle. Did someone die at the beach and just possess the sand they died on? I don't care. It's cool, even if it doesn't make sense. Number 23 is Talonflame. But I'm not sure why I made it so hard on the list. It could have been lower. But this is one of the Pokemon that I raised through my Chorus of Sun and Moon, and it basically carried my whole team. Like, I raised this thing from one of the first routes of the game to the very end. But it could have been a lot lower on the list. I'm just too lazy to move it. Number 22 is Volcarona. I really like pretty moths and butterflies for some reason. I really can't explain it. The moth this Pokemon is based on, though, is so cool. Like, it looks like a real-life Pokemon. It's called the Atlas Moth, and you should 100% look it up. And its Pokedex entries are kind of intense and a little mysterious, but Larvesta doesn't evolve until level 59. If you catch Larvesta at level 5, you have 54 levels until it evolves. That's a lot. Number 21 is Zora and Zoroark. So I was just getting back into Pokemon when the movie featuring these two Pokemon came out. I love that movie so much, though it probably is not in my top 3 Pokemon movies. But these two Pokemon are the definition of dark types. Mischievous, cunning, and smart with illusion abilities. You know, I'm surprised at least Zoroark isn't dual-type dark and psychic. Illusions are kind of a psychic ability, right? And from a dark type to a Pokemon who looks like it should be a dark type, Luxray is our number 20 spot. Luxray is a badass Pokemon. TCG-wise, it has gotten some really decent cards, and in competitive, for the video game, I've seen it used very well. And yes, I know this was in my top 10 shinies as well, but he's so cool, I can't help it. Number 19 is Yamask. I know this is like the 4th or 5th ghost type on my list, but it's so precious. I like its evolution, and the Galarian form is cool, and Galarian Yamask's evolution, I can't say it. Number 18 is Eevee. This Pokemon is a little obvious. Everyone loves Eevee, which is why I put it a little lower on the list. Yes, it's cute, and I love the multiple evolutions, but when they introduced the fairy type and brought in Sylveon, They should have had a dragon-type evolution. Like, hello, that's a given. There really isn't an evolution that acts as a rival to Sylveon. Fairy types are weak to steel and poison. We didn't get one of those evolutions. Dragon type is completely useless against fairy type, but at least it would have been something to go against Sylveon. This rant is getting a little too long. I need to move on. Number 17 is Giratina. This is the third Pokemon created by Arceus, but he was put in the Distortion world and kind of forgotten about because no one liked him apparently. I don't actually know the whole story. I know I saw the Giratina movie when it was first coming out, but I don't actually remember it that well. But I like dark types and ghost types, and for some reason I get attached to Pokemon who are misunderstood. And I think that's what happened to Giratina. I think he's just misunderstood. I don't think he's evil. He might be. I don't remember the movie. Number 16 is Berserker. I know I just talked about another Galarian form, but Galarian Meowth is fucking cool, and his evolution Berserker is badass. It's a Viking cat with metal claws and a little Viking hat, and he's so fluffy. And it's actually just a beard. It's not like part of his body, it's just hair it's literally a beard. Number 15 is Lucario. When I was younger, I'm only 21, so this was like not that long ago. I was 13, I think. I was really into ancient Egyptian lore. The gods, the rituals, the mummification, everything was just really interesting. And it still is. Don't worry, I'm still crazy. But when I started getting back into Pokemon, Lucario obviously caught my eye. I mean, he's a jackal. If you're confused, I will explain. Anubis was the ancient Egyptian god of mummification and ruled the underworld. He, like most other gods, was represented by an animal. His animal was a jackal. Boom. Now, if only Game Freak would do an Egyptian region, I would be happy. Number 14 is Victory Bell. This might seem like a weird choice. No one really cares about Victory Bell, but he's honestly my favorite grass type. James had one in the anime, and it was cute, and all James's Pokemon just love him. Number 13 is Scyther, another one of my childhood favorites, because I can't get over the Pokemon that I loved as a child. I just always will love them. But he is my favorite bug type. Now, not really an explanation for it. He's just cool. His evolution's pretty lit, literally, because he's 4 times weak to fire. Who would want to be 4 times weak to fire? It's just a poor choice. Number 12 is Cyndaquil. Okay, this is my favorite starter. And you can fight me. You can at me on Twitter. I don't care. I grew up playing Soul Silver on my Game Boy Advance. And this was the starter I loved. I picked Totodile a lot too, but Cyndaquil will forever and always hold a special place in my heart. Number 11 is Duskull. Y'all, I'm sorry I have so many ghosts on this list, but I love them so much. Duskull is almost my favorite ghost type. I mean, look at him. How could you not love him? I also used him in a fanfic, so I got pretty attached while writing that. And I should probably touch that again for once in my life, instead of abandoning it in my Google Docs like so many other fanfics. Just all of them are so bad. Guys, we are in the top 10 already. And at number 10 is Deoxys. If you haven't seen the Deoxys movie, then pause this video, go sit on your couch, and watch it. I don't care where you have to get it. Maybe it's on Hulu. Maybe it's on Netflix. I don't know. I don't care if you have to pirate it on fucking YouTube. Anyways, the movie is amazing. And that alone maybe would have kept it a little lower on the list. But I actually recently found the shiny version of Deoxys, and it's gold, and it's pretty. I know it was the number 1 on my last top 10 list, but ugh, I can't help it. Also, fuck you, it's my list. I'll put what I want, where I want. Number 9 is Dunsparce. You probably think I'm crazy, huh? Well, fuck you. I love Dunsparce. He is useless, but he is trying his best, god damn it. Number 8 is Spiritomb. This is the last ghost type on the list, okay? And the last one from my top 10 shiny list. I promise. But he is so cool, and the lore in his Pokedex and his origins are really interesting. Also, it's my list. I can do what I want. Number 7 is Mimikyu. I lied, I forgot Mimikyu is a ghost fairy typing, but this is a fan favorite. It's cute, it has an adorable, sad story, and a very unique type combo, plus its ability, design, and inspiration. Ugh, there was just so much care and love put into this Pokemon, and you can see it so clearly. Number 6, Hydreigon. This dragon was a personal favorite during my Pokemon X playthrough. I raised a Dino and got so attached to him by the end of my journey. Plus, the Dex entries are sad, and that seems to make me love them more. I don't know why. Number 5 is Pyukumuku. This cute little sea cucumber is unloved, and no one cares about him, and I think he's amazing. In the base set of Sun and Moon, he got an awesome card with an awesome ability, and he is still in one of my decks to this goddamn day. And I know his shiny looks like a pickle, but fuck it, I don't care. Number 4 is Darkrai. His movie was amazing. Just absolutely fucking beautiful. I like movies where the legendaries don't talk. I know some talk because of psychic abilities or whatever, and those are okay sometimes, but I really don't think every legendary should be able to talk. But the movie was beautiful and amazing and emotional and perfect, and this Pokemon is just as amazing and perfect and emotional, and I just love him. Number 3 is Corviknight. Finally, my favorite Pokemon from the newest generation, Corviknight. I have raised one in my playthrough of Sword, and he is one of the strongest Pokemon on my team, alongside my starter, #Team Scorebunny. It was a gorgeous design, and its shiny is silver. It's a knight in shiny armor. How could you not love that? Number 2 is Rayquaza, and finally, my favorite legendary, Rayquaza. There is no denying it. This Pokemon is perfect, powerful in battles, beautiful in design, and has been featured in almost every movie ever. For some reason, I don't really know why. You almost can't get better than this Pokemon. But guess what? I still have one more Pokemon to go. But first, some honorable mentions. Our first honorable mention is Bulbasaur. This is my favorite starter from Gen 1. I did choose Charmander a lot, but Bulbasaur is personally my favorite because his stats are well balanced and is like his evolution line. Plus, the shinies of this line are kind of fall themed, and fall is my favorite season. Our second honorable mention is Beedrill, another Gen 1 Pokemon, because why not? I like Beedrill, I think it's cool. He was on my top 10 shiny list. I'm gonna keep plugging that thing, goddammit. Our third honorable mention is Alolan Vulpix. This adorable ice fox is my favorite Alolan form introduced in Gen 7. I didn't want to pick a Pokemon just because of his Alolan form, though. Kanto Vulpix is cute, but I liked all these other Pokemon more, so it didn't make it on the list. Our fourth honorable mention, and the last one, is Alolan Persian. I know a lot of people got mad when this design was released, because sure, it looks a little funny, but I think it's cute. I raised one from a little Alolan Meowth during my Sun playthrough. Her name was Princess. I loved her, and she loved me because I spoiled her rotten with those stupid bean things, and I pat her and played with her and cleaned her after every battle. I put a lot of love into raising that Pokemon, and it showed. And I am almost ready to announce my number 1 favorite Pokemon. But first, if you made it this far into the video, consider subscribing. I'm going to do another top 10 list when I hit 60 subs. Plus, I have more Pokemon card openings and giveaways happening in the future, so stay tuned. And of course, my favorite Pokemon, my number 1 Pokemon, is Absol. Absol will forever and always be my number 1. He is a misunderstood Wolfie boy, and I love him, and that will never, ever, ever change. Thank you guys so much for watching. Show your support by subscribing, liking the video, and commenting below. I will see you guys in the next video when I announce the winner of my big 2020 giveaway. Goodbye until then.